Hi, I'd like to talk to you about how you can host a retreat and give you information about one of the resources that offers opportunities for you to host a retreat and find some top quality material through a conference or seminar that is available for you. And I'm talking about Right Now Media. If you go to Right Now Media and are able to join, for example, I have joined through Central Christian Academy, which offered me a free subscription. You can then go to their area where it talks about conferences and the conference sessions. They literally have hundreds of sessions led by some of the top Christian leaders today. You can take some of those conferences and use them in your own retreat setting. Let me walk you through what it's like to walk through the Right Now Media conference material. Right Now Media offers itself its own conferences each year. And for example, if you go to this one here by Kyle Idleman, you'll see that there's information right here. Kyle Idleman teaches about follow me and breaks down those words and what that means. And so that's a session that's available right there through Right Now Media. I'll talk more about that here in a minute. So there's the Right Now Conference for church leadership. Another is they have a listing of the various, oh, come on, stay with me, the various recently added conferences, more Right Now conferences, work as worship conferences, and you'll see some of the top leaders there talk about how to approach the workplace in an environment that helps with with a worshipful attitude. The Gospel Coalition National Conference leadership. You see some of the leaders there. That's available for you to see that. The Sparrow Conference, a women's discipleship, another women's discipleship, the IF Gathering. Missions. Here's one. There are several actually. Here's another women's discipleship. There's one on church leadership here, the Gospel Coalition Regional Conference. The Q Conference, that's a very interesting one. You can find out more information about that. Young adults through Passion, America's Best Hope. You see Lee Strobel and others that are listed there. Dan Cathy from um, Chick-fil-A. Redeeming Work Conference, Faith and Work. Biblical Counseling. Leadership Network. There's several from the Leadership Network. They're going to be more listed here soon. Men's Conference. Worship Leaders. If you have worship leaders in your church or in your community or region or district and want to get them together and preview some of that, Christian Living through the Linger Conference, Convene Conference. Let me just stop here. For example, Pete Oakes is a friend of mine from Wichita. Here's a way that you can provide a conference or retreat virtually. You'll see here, and if you have the ability to get onto Right Now Media, you'll be able to uh, use this however you'd like. So here's a 20-minute video from Pete Oakes, and you can hear him talk about that. And then there are discussion questions. He talks about an owner versus a steward. You describe your own differences and how you see that. Um, and then they have various other questions. He talks about economic, social, and spiritual capital. Um, and then on and on with some of the questions that are available there. If you have access to this, you can actually change the questions however you'd like and have the people respond in a way that is specific for the goals that you have for that conference there. So on and on the list goes of potential retreats that you might be able to share with others. Now we're back caught up to where we were. A family ministry one, more faith and works with some N.T. Wright, Tim Keller, John Ortberg, Francis Chan, Erwin McManus. You can use whichever ones you'd like. Christian living, creativity for Christ. That's a very interesting one. More church leadership, marriage conferences, grandparenting conferences, theology, missions, and now the Leadership Network has a series of annual conferences, and they have some of those listed here: innovations, succession, conversations, the nines, staff infection, aha, sage, turning points, and groundswell. So you'll see that there are hundreds of these conferences that are available for you not only to view, but then you could host a conference and provide the material through Right Now Media, and then provide a setting in which people can respond to that, and you can give your attention to hosting the conference and then play some of these videos in a way that offers high quality material for your people who are part of your conference.